What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So it is currently, today is August 17, and I'm currently at the North Suburban YMCA. So I'm about to go in and get a workout in, but I just thought I'd come on here and tell you guys about what I've been going through like last a few days. So as you guys know, I competed like 3 weeks ago approximately, but since then I've been getting my how do you say this, like I feel like I'm binging a lot, you know, just because I've been like calorie being like very restricted to the point you know, just like really not, I don't want to say it's bad, at the same time it is bad, you know. So therefore after the show, it's just like everything just been, my mind has just been like kind of like relaxed. So therefore I've been like binging, like craving food like so much. So I just thought I'd come on here and, you know, tell you guys what I do and what you should do if you're going through binge eating. So to begin with, binge eating is a very well-known common disorder, but I don't think it is not being addressed as common or as well. And I feel like a lot of people go through that, especially during like especially in like a fitness industry or whatnot, right? I think it's a very important thing that people need to be addressed, because about 23 or like 25% of the fitness industry have like a binge eating disorder. And as you know, binge eating just like not healthy, just because, you know, you're just eating all those food in one sitting until you feel disgusted. Afterward you feel bad, and you feel bad about what you did, right? So therefore, next thing you were doing is like you'll be like fasting, or like you'll be like working out for like 5 hours straight without any, you know, rest or whatnot, right? And then you'll be doing cardio like crazy the next day just to get rid of all the food that you just ate. So I think, personally, I think it is a very terrible idea. I know binge eating is something that you cannot control, but there are things you can like help manipulate your mind to, like, you know, think certain ways, right? So one of the things that I want to address is get rid of your craving. If you have like those like binge eating food, if you like specific food that you crave, or like that you would know like you will want to eat it, like, you know, binge on, then get rid of it. Simply just get rid of the house. So especially last Saturday and Sunday, I had a trouble controlling my mind as well as like my eating. There's nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong, but except binge eating is something, you know, afterward you feel disgusted. And then fitness is about being confident about yourself, right? Feeling good, having confidence, and having that like you feel stronger in general. It's not about being disgusted or like, you know, binge eating it's not supposed to form, it's not supposed to go that way. But so anyway, going back to point number one, if you know you're gonna binge on specific food, and a specific food or like a fat like trigger, then get rid of it. Just get rid of your house. Just get rid of it from your house, honestly. Because one, you won't see those foods, so it won't trigger you. And also, if you're feeling hungry, if you walk into the kitchen in the middle of the night, you won't have those foods, so therefore there's a chance you are not gonna eat those foods. It's common. It is so simple, at the same time it's so effective. That is point number one. And point number two that I want to address is, I wrote it down just in case, because I was just like thinking about binge eating in general. I'm like, that is not something people should be suffering from, and like, you know, people feel bad afterwards. I don't want people to feel the same way. So number two is increase the water intake. When I say increase the water intake, it's just literally a matter of like drink half a gallon or whatnot, trying to chug as much water as possible. Eventually what you do is, pretty much when you chug in water, pretty much expand your stomach, so that gives a signal to your brain. It's telling you that you're full. So that is kind of, we're trying to trick your brain to think you're full, although you're not technically full. But at the same time, we're trying to make sure you don't try to able to like control your binge eating, right? So that's what we are trying to do. So number 2 is to increase the water intake. I would say even a gallon is very hard to drink, to be honest. When I was competing, there was a time I had to drink 2.5 gallons in one day. It was, let me tell you that I wasn't eating a lot. I think I was just eating around like 1,000 calories or like 1,200 or something like that. And with 2.5 gallons, oh my god, I was full. Like, I feel like I wanted to throw up. I was that full. So trust me, when I say increase the water intake, it will work. And besides, you'll be busy going to the bathroom and stuff like that, so you won't have time to go grab snacks. Alright, so point number 3 is increase the fiber intake. Fiber, as you know, vegetable. So pretty much fiber is the same thing as water. The idea is fiber tend to fill up your stomach. So after you ate it, right? After you eat it, afterward when it gets to your system, so that's pretty much gonna like make more volume than what you ate. So therefore, once again, it's gonna fill you up really quick. So if you're craving like at night or whatnot, why don't you do this? Why don't you chug tons of water, maybe 0.5 gallon, even half, and have 2 big salad. Like 2 big. When I say big, like it has to be ginormous. And then afterward, if you feel like eating more, then you know what? I think you deserve it after. If you feel like craving after those, drinking water and eating those big salad, huge salads, right? Salad doesn't have to be just like raw too. You can just like, you know, cook it or whatnot. Have like a pen spray and like a little broccoli or spinach or whatnot, right? Those can help. So have a tons of it, and yeah, afterward, if you feel like still craving, you know what? At this point, I think you should have that. You should have that food that you're craving. You deserve it. Honestly, after all this of like most filling food in your system and you're still craving, then honestly, I gotta say, you just gotta give it to your body, man. Honestly, you deserve it. So that was my point 3. Oh shoot. I think I'm gonna have to go just because I do have a limited time. So I'm gonna head out and I'm gonna give you guys another last 2 tips to help you control and / overcome the binge eating. Yeah? Well, with that being said, I will see you guys back in a second. Hey, what's going on? What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back. Welcome back. So, oh my god, the angle is terrible. Jesus Christ. There it is. I just finished up with my push workout. Yeah, push workout. So I did chest, shoulder, and tricep. I filmed a little bit for you guys to follow. It's not gonna be on the YouTube for this time. I think I'm gonna try to post it on Instagram. So if you guys follow me there, so you guys can follow just like chest and shoulder, what I do for like the workout. Just like a little simple workout. If you're trying to get started into fitness journey, stuff like that, that will be the workout. So I'll recommend checking out on my Instagram as well. Hopefully that will go around like Thursday or Friday if I can figure it out, because I'm trying to have like a little tweak it a little bit, so therefore it looked pretty nice, you know. Since I now have a Final Cut Pro, so I'm just trying to get into a little bit of editing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Awesome. So let me just get my stuff in here really quick, and then we'll talk about the last 2 tips to overcome binge eating. Alright, so where were we? I think earlier, before I go to gym, before I work out, I think I mentioned get rid of the food that you crave, that you know you're gonna be like binging or like, you know, triggering food. Get rid of it from your house. That's number 1. Number 2, we'll be trying to drink, increase the water intake, right? Just increasing water intake gonna expand pretty much your stomach, telling your brain that you're already full. So therefore, hopefully, you won't be able to get to those craving food that you wanted to eat and feel like crap afterwards, right? And the last thing that I mentioned before I work out was, okay, there we go. I believe it was the increase in fiber intake. Pretty much fiber is same as water, just pretty much gonna fill you up quicker, just because when it's over the water, it's gonna expand in your stomach, so therefore it pretty much gonna be fill you up pretty quick. So therefore, hopefully you don't get to, you know, craving food like sugar, cookies, whatnot, right? All right, so what do I have next? I wrote it down just because, number 4 is pretty much starting to form a better eating habit. So pretty much what that means is that sometimes we tend to binge like other food just because you don't feel fulfilled, or you might be dieting pretty hard, right? So therefore you start craving, you start to get hungry towards the night, right? That's when that is like a magic time. I don't know about you guys, at least for me, that's when I crave the most. So usually I try to like save my meal kind of toward the end. That is something that you can do if that helps. But another thing that I found help is like trying to eat better habit, like eating habits. So that's pretty much me trying to increase the food that has a lot of volume but it has low calories, so therefore, you know, it can feel full pretty much. So pretty much going back to my point 3, increase the fiber intake. So pretty much instead of eating like, let's just say if you have to if you're planning to eat rice or bread or whatnot, right, instead of doing that, why not eat vegetable? Why replace vegetable that has like a little bit of carb, so therefore you'll be able to consume more, therefore you're getting fiber in, you're getting carbohydrates. Some of the vegetable has like maybe like 1 or like maybe 1 to like 5 grams of like your protein, depending on what kind of like vegetable you're getting. So why not choose that instead of, you know, choosing for rice or bread or pasta, whatnot, right? All right, so that's number 4. And at last but not least, I want to say that we are all human. So if you ended up binge eating, it is totally okay. I want you to keep in mind that it is not the end of the world. We all gonna mess up, right? We are all human at the end of the day. So if you messed up, don't worry about it. Just have a mindset of you're gonna go back on track afterwards. Because some people tend to do, oh no, like I messed up. I ended up eating this, let's just say cookie, right? I ended up eating cookies, so the next thing they know, they're like, yo, I'm ruined for the whole day. So the whole day starting to get ruined. The whole day they started eating like cookies, they started eating like junk food, right? So what happened is, like, if you ended up messing up for a meal or whatnot, right, or even a day, it's totally fine. You know what, enjoy it. We are all human, we make mistakes, right? Or sometimes we tend to, like, you know, binge eat, whatnot. I want you to just live with it. The life just goes on, right? Don't worry about it, just forget it. The next day when you wake up, go back on the track, you know? Start eating healthy food, just trying to do better next time to not happen just like that. Because if you punish yourself just because you messed up one day, that's gonna be even more demanding on your body as well as your mind. Because at the end of the day, you gotta look at the overall result, you know? You can't be perfect. That is totally okay. I'm not perfect. There are some things that I'm not good at, and something that I'm like really lack of, in which case binge eating is one of my weakness, but I'm trying to get better at it. So why don't we get better together? So one thing that I want you to keep in mind is we all have to aim for progression, not perfection. So we are not gonna be perfect, so that is totally okay. If you have that kind of like binge eating, I don't want to say disorder, but like that kind of craves in you, it is totally okay. You're a human. If you messed up, you messed up. So what? Life goes on. So I want you to keep in mind that it's fine, okay? Just make sure the next day you're going back on track. So awesome. I think that's pretty much it. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little pointer or tips to how to overcome binge eating, because past weekend I have pretty much binge ate. Pretty much not. I kind of control it, so like I don't really want to say binge ate, but like I just kind of like make sure I'm full with like vegetable and like protein, and then I let myself eat whatever I want in a way, and also they're like kind of healthy. So I kind of like binge ate a little bit, but I didn't you know, I kind of like let myself go as well, because I do have like a lot going on in my family, so it just like pretty much everything just like all happening at once. So therefore I started craving food. I started craving for chocolate, ice cream, right, some on like rice and like bread, and also I dieted like pretty hard like before for the show, like, you know, like 3 weeks ago, like, well, like 7 weeks, like 8 weeks ago. So therefore, you know what, I let myself go. I was like, it is totally fine. I needed a break. So yeah, I want you to remember that it is okay. It is okay. The life goes on, okay? So don't worry about it. And here I am the next day, which was yesterday, Monday. I feel so good. The pump was there. I get a workout in. It feels so good, and I was so full from weekend that I was like so ready to get back on track. During the weekend, I used those methods that I just like revealed to you guys, like how to overcome like those 5 steps. Using those, I was only able to like manage my binge eating, like, you know, time, I guess. And also, since I was able to manage it, I was only up like a pound or 2. I believe it was a pound during those 2 days that I ate pretty much like, you know, let myself go, because I used those like methods that I filled myself with like fiber and water, right? And then afterwards, you know what, if you want it, just let yourself go, just like pretty much that's what I told myself. So if you are craving and if you have a desire to binge eat, so use those methods, because that will help you a lot, and hopefully you're able to manage it over time. And that's my goals for you guys, okay? So yeah, I think I'm gonna end my video here, today's video. And if you guys like this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.